I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Hope all is well and have a safe day and have a safe week. Protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. Wow. They watch you while you watch you. As you elevate, as you watch a reflection of yourself, you're so you're so surprised by your own reflection. Days when you couldn't see for yourself, trying to find peace within to show for yourself. Miscommunication, not with yourself. They trying to figure you out. And they trying to play verse psychology with their own thought process when it comes to you. Putting a projection of a thought process on you at the end of the day, of a description that's not truly you, of a delusional mindset, of their mindset. It be the thought process of me. Wow. They're not understanding that you understood the assignment that showing up for yourself was part of your plan. They don't understand how you overcame the trauma and the pain, but you showed up for yourself. You understood the assignment within the assignment to show up for yourself. Misunderstanding with words of miscommunication with yourself, nah, not today. That don't live here today. Hurting yourself with your own words, nah, that don't live here today. They passed judgment on you. They wanted you to battle yourself within yourself and become your worst enemy. Not showing up for yourself. It's the thought process of me. Why they watch you, why you watch you, elevate. It be the thought process of me. Yeah, you're more than surprised. Because you chose your best self vision of yourself. Days when you couldn't see for yourself, trying to find peace within, to show up for yourself. They kicked you down while you was down. They manipulated your character for something that you truly wasn't. Just when you were trying to show up for yourself to find balance within. Wow. Hurting yourself with words, nah, not today. That don't live here. It's a thought process of me. How they put a projection on your mindset to allow you to believe that you were supposed to hurt yourself with words. But when the enemy steps in, and when you become your own worst enemy, when that don't live here today, the energy hit different. As you look at your reflection of yourself, wow, you're so amazed. At the end of the day, you never allowed someone's projection of your thought process to stop you for showing up for yourself. Yeah, you becoming your best self vision of yourself. As you look at your reflection of yourself, you're so in tune that, wow, I'm choosing me today. They didn't choose me, they overlooked me. They took my kindness for weakness, but I love me today in the most healthiest way. Overcoming the pain and the trauma. Everybody overlooked you. Allowed you to feel that you wasn't worthy of yourself, but you chose you, your best self vision of yourself, to show up for yourself, to understand that there are better days ahead, especially God's plan. You know when your steps is ordered when you least expect it, and they don't understand how you so in tune with yourself to show up for yourself, to love yourself, to respect yourself. You know that bond that you have with God, an unbreakable bond, that you respect the path of a walk of life of a showing up for yourself of your journey. Something they can't get in tune with is loving themselves. They rather sneak their shoe than actually get in tune with their reflection of themselves. To actually respect themselves, to respect their neighbor. But they don't know how to do so because they don't have self-awareness. They're so miserable with them being miserable. And they trying to put that projection on you. But that don't live here today. Return back to sender respectfully. It's a thought process of me. Yeah, you showing up for yourself today the most healthiest way. Trauma was endured within you at a young age. Being sexually assaulted, domestic violence, sickness. You put a name to your book. All that went into your adulthood. Dysfunctional family. It be the thought process of me. Unhealthy relationships on top of toxic trauma situations. They play the discrimination card when they came to you, but you was trying to show for yourself. And they not understanding how you elevate before their eyes. It was a part of their plan to understand why. That you chose you, and God chose you. It's a difference. You know, when someone tries to put a projection as to who you are, of a description that you truly not, of their delusional mindset, it be the thought process of me. They quit to judge a book by its cover, don't even know themselves. It be the thought process of me. Forever elevating, becoming your best self vision of yourself. Love yourself, to respect your neighbor. That was always part of God's plan. Choosing your best self vision of yourself, to understand God's plan. You know your plan? I say that respectfully. Tune into your reflection to love yourself, to acknowledge yourself in the most healthiest way. Honor you because you matter. Honor you today, tomorrow, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Don't allow yourself to go off balance. having a misunderstanding self-day with yourself. Because God is still patient with your process. Because God still chose you. Because when you see another day for all the right reasons, God still chose you. And when God chooses you, you allow yourself to choose your best self-vision of yourself, especially when you have self-awareness within, to know what self-love looks like, of course, in person. That's what they can't get in tune with. You loving yourself. You respecting yourself. You knowing your worth, your value within. Having the self-confidence within yourself to show for yourself, to acknowledge yourself in the most healthiest way. To tune into who you are. Days when you couldn't see for yourself. But that don't live here today. Because you understood the assignment that you're willing to take the chance to elevate every single day and get to know the best part of you. Yeah, you. Of your reflection of yourself. To go within. You understood the assignment to do the healing within. Something they can't get in tune with is themselves. So they quit to sneak dish you because you chose your best self vision of yourself. It's all right. It's not meant for them to understand your process, God's plan, when it came to your process of you choosing your best self vision of yourself. They don't understand how long it took for you to get to see your reflection of yourself today, to honor yourself and love yourself and nurture yourself and care for yourself in the most healthy way. When everybody overlooked you, gave up on you, you didn't give up on yourself. You found balance within balance of showing up for yourself. You understood the assignment, God's plan. Continue to love yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. As you look at your reflection of yourself. Days when you couldn't even see your reflection of yourself. You know, dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, you put a name to your book. You know that sickness, what that was in store within you. You had to heal from it to show up from yourself. You had to heal from it to show up for yourself. That was not meant for you. Because that wasn't part of your plan. It was the enemy's plan. And sometimes when you become your worst enemy, sometimes the enemy always thinks they have the last laugh. But when I don't live here today, the energy hit different. So tune into yourself to respect yourself, to acknowledge yourself. And forever choose your best self vision of yourself. Because you matter, you matter, you matter. You matter. You know, when you choose your best self vision of yourself, and they're not going to understand how you showing up for yourself today, especially the trauma that may have been endured within you as a child, going into your adulthood. You put a name to your book. You know, people giving up on you, overlooking you. You know, people painting a narrative as a description that you truly wasn't, just to make themselves feel better within. And they didn't even know themselves. But they knew how to put a projection on you. Because they had controlling issues. They were manipulative. They were narcissists. And they didn't know how to respect themselves, to respect you. They don't understand how you showing up for yourself today. They don't understand how, when you were supposed to be down, they kicked you down. They thought they did. And they don't understand how did you overcome the pain. Being sexually assaulted as a child, dealing with domestic violence, sicknesses. You put a name to your book. Trauma on top of trauma, dysfunctional folks, pointless conversations. The discrimination card was real. But you overrided it. And you chose you. Not only did you choose you, but you chose your best self vision of yourself. To honor yourself. When they didn't know how to honor them, when they didn't know how to honor you. Because they didn't know how to honor themselves. Let alone respect themselves. How they gonna show up for themselves? It be the thought process of me. But a projection from somebody else's thought process to go to your thought process at the end of the day when that don't live here today. Because you're not your worst enemy. Because you truly mean what you say, that you love yourself, that you respect yourself, without fake gaslighting yourself, to get in tune with your reflection of yourself. When you understand the sign within the assignment to show for yourself, they're not going to understand how you elevate becoming your best self vision of yourself. It's okay. It ain't meant for them to understand how you showing up for yourself. They labeled you. So dysfunctional, not worthy of yourself. They labeled you. And that's all they did was label you. Because they overlooked themselves, because they didn't know how to respect themselves to respect you. So they was quick to label you. Yeah, judging a book by its cover. They was only playing their own face, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. When you don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you, you know how to respect your neighbor. But your neighbor's quick to sneak dish you at the end of the day because they don't know themselves, let alone they don't love themselves. So they got controlling issues so they could make themselves feel good within, to try to bring you down when you just trying to elevate. It's a thought process for me. How they allowed us to believe was the norm was never the norm. To bring negative energy towards your neighbor when your neighbor just trying to elevate and they don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards themselves or you. Or others around them. It's a thought process for me. You know, when you choose your best self vision of yourself, they're not going to be able to relate because they don't know how to choose themselves the healthy way. They don't know how to get into their authentic, unique ability within themselves to be themselves. You know how to choose yourself to be your authentic self in a unique, healthy way. You know, you didn't overlook yourself. Days when you wasn't able to see for yourself. You always still saw a reflection of yourself. That one day, things would change for the best. So you could show up for yourself. And when they did, they didn't understand the growth within. When it came to you, that you outgrow old toxic behavior ways of people who weren't for you. And when you saw who they was, they weren't for you. You understood the assignment to part in your way. It's a thought process for me. Because you chose your best self vision of yourself. And forever choose you. Yeah, they overlooked you. They gave up on you. But never give up on yourself. Because God is still patient with your process. And you got to be patient with yourself too. It's not meant for them to understand God's plan when it comes to you. And I say that respectfully. When you mean what you say, you ain't got to fake gaslight yourself to wear a mask when you tune into yourself, when you at peace with yourself. Or you ain't got to fake gaslight nobody when you know God is working in your favor, when you showing up for yourself, to become your best self vision of yourself, to honor and respect yourself in the most healthiest way. Wow. You chose patience. You chose peace. You chose you. You chose healthy self-awareness. You chose healing within. The most healthiest way. And you mean what you said. And you mean what you say when it comes to your healing. That you will forever heal. It would never be an overnight process when you're choosing your healing process. And I say that respectfully. Especially the trauma that was endured within you. They're not going to be able to relate to your pain. And I say that respectfully. Never judge a book by its cover. Because of a projection that was put on your mindset at the end of the day. Because you don't know yourself. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. You know, having self-confidence within. To acknowledge yourself in the most healthiest way is very important. Because you matter, you are worthy. Yeah, they gave up on you. They overlooked you. But guess what? They wasn't part of your journey for all the right reasons. Because they wasn't for you. Why would you want somebody to be around you to go against you? Manipulate your character for something that you're truly not? When that's not the projection that you put into the universe. It'd be the thought process for me. When you know how to respect your neighbor. To respect yourself, to love yourself, to honor yourself. You understood the assignment. God's assignment when it came to you. But when your neighbor doesn't know how to respect you, you got to stay in your own lane and elevate. And understand at the end of the day, it's all right, neighbor. You're going to be okay. but somewhere else. But stay in your own lane respectfully. It'd be the thought process for me. While you choosing your best self vision of yourself. Not just choosing your best self vision of yourself, but you understood how to choose your best self vision of yourself. Living in fear and being discouraged and giving up on yourself wasn't part of the plan. That's why they can't relate to how you showing up for yourself today. It's not meant for them to understand. But it's all right, because there are better days ahead. God's plan. You know, regardless to what culture you are, what environment you ever was brought up in, at the end of the day, you know, an individual is not going to understand when you choose you. An individual is not going to understand that, okay, yeah, the trauma that was endured with me from a child point of view, or this happened into my life, or things escalated in my life, may have been homeless, or didn't have the right answers, was going in circles within circles trying to find yourself, you know. They're not going to understand how you overcame, how you override, you know. And when they realized at the end of the day that they was only playing their own face when they came to you, when they was, you know, painting a narrative of a delusional description that you wasn't, to third-party conversations at the end of the day, they become the joke of the joke. Especially when you come across a real one. And I say that respectfully. You know, not everybody's on a low vibrational energy. And I say that respectfully. When you're choosing your best self vision of yourself, you gotta understand that when it comes to change, with change comes growth, and with growth comes true self-awareness in the most healthiest way. And you chose you. And when they become the joke within the joke of their own conversation, now they feel humiliated. Now they want to reach out to you. Now they got so much to say. How they so proud of you. But when it's too late, when the tables turn, when you choose your best self vision of yourself, and you understood the assignment within the assignment that God was protecting you for all the right reasons, it wasn't part of your plan. When it came to the next journey of your life, the next chapter of your life, it's the thought process of me. Because God will show you who people are truly are right in front of you before you least expect it. And I say that respectfully. Especially when you don't have malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you. But they quick to bring harm and malicious intentions towards you. Something that you never asked for. When you knew how to respect them. But they took your respect as kindness, as weakness. You wasn't trying to give them loyalty. You was trying to show them I could respect you, but stay in your lane. Allowing you to be loyal to somebody at the end of the day, when it's not an even exchange, you gotta fall back and get in line. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. Because not everybody's gonna be loyal to you. Not everybody's going to respect you. You gotta give them the benefit of doubt when it comes to respect. But being loyal, nah. If it ain't an even exchange at the end, it's not gonna make sense. If it's not adding up when it comes to respect. It's a thought process for me. You can't skip from one thing to another. It won't make sense when it comes to uneven exchange. If they don't respect you, how you gonna give them loyalty? It's not gonna make sense. And I say that respectfully. When the math, it ain't mathing. But you choose your best self, visioning yourself. You understood the even exchange, choosing your best self vision of yourself to elevate. You know, it's sad to see that regardless to who it is at the end of the day, you allow someone to come into your inner circle and they take your kindness for weakness, and they paint a delusional thought process of a description that's not truly you, all because it makes them feel good within, so they can have something to talk about. And that's really unhealthy. It really is. It's unhealthy. Like, because you don't understand yourself and you don't have proper self-awareness within yourself to respect yourself, to respect your neighbor, just stay in your own lane. And I say that respectfully. Because it's sad that people really do be looking for a reaction out of people that is be real life minding their business and don't have time for that type of energy. But then the reaction that you're looking for, then the response you get back, you don't like it. Because it wasn't an even exchange as to going back and forth with words. When you reevaluate your thought process, you was only hurting your own self with your own words, because you became your own worst enemy at the end of the day. Bothering an innocent person. Looking for a reaction out of them. Trying to antagonize somebody's character. All it looks like at the end of the day is you got controlling issues. And you need a whole straight body jacket. When you sit there and antagonize somebody at the end of the day, looking for a reaction out of them. And I say that respectfully. It's a thought process for me. Because people do that. Because they don't understand who you are, or they can't understand how you are. They trying to figure you out, or they don't understand how you overcame the pain and the trauma that was, that was endured within you. How you showing up for yourself? They feel like you don't mean who you say when you say who you mean, what you say who you are. Why? Because they don't know who they are. Because you know who you are, they don't know who they are. You see, that's where the mind games come into play. When you need a whole straight body jacket now. Because you're putting your projection on an innocent person when it's really your thought process of who you truly are. Assuming not everybody's the same, and I say that respectfully. It's the thought process of me. Not everybody's for you, and it's okay. And not everybody's meant to be part of your journey, and that's okay. And not everybody's going to agree that you decide to choose your best self vision of yourself. And it's okay that everybody's not going to understand that you went within and understood to do the healing and show up for you today. It's all right. It's okay. They could sneak diss you, they could disrespect you, and whatever the case may be, but when you truly mean what you say and you say what you mean without wearing a mask, that you went within to love yourself and do the healing within to have the genuine self-awareness, to know your self-value at the end of the day, of course they're not going to understand who you are. Of course they're going to put a fake narrative as to a delusional description as to who you truly not, and paint it as a narrative at the end of the day. Because they can't get in tune to who you are. It's not meant for them to, because you know what? God will send genuine people into your life that's going to genuinely love you. God will send genuine people into your life that's going to genuinely respect you for who you truly are, with no mind games, with no manipulation games and all that narcissist behavior. God will cover you, protect you for all the right reasons, because you matter and you're worthy. You ain't got to fake gaslight yourself, wearing a mask to tune into yourself, to love yourself, to respect yourself. It's the thought process for me. Because you truly mean what you say when you say what you mean. That you love yourself in the most healthiest way. Not only do you love yourself, but you don't gotta fake gaslight nobody when you go around them. Because you mean what you say. Not only does it show out on the outside, but it also it's in the inside as well too. That you're being your authentic, unique self in the most healthiest way. Because you chose your best self vision of yourself. And they're not going to understand how you smiling. They're not going to understand that you mean what you say when you smile. They're not going to understand that you mean what you say when you stand tall before yourself and say you with your head held high. That God is working in your favor. The good God. The good God. And I say that respectfully. It's a difference. You got the enemy God, and you got the good God. The good God that covers you and protects you to better days ahead. The good God that shows you that the good God is not going to allow you to put yourself in situations where you're going to hurt yourself. The good God is the one who's going to show you that, listen, all that trauma you've been through, that door is closed for all the right reasons. When God removes certain people out your life for all the right reasons, in a healthy way. Because you walk by faith, not by sight, when you're dealing with a good God. And when you're dealing with a good God, the good God allows you to genuinely, authentically mean what you say and say what you mean. That you real with yourself. That you ain't got to fake ass like nobody, because God is truly working in your favor. The good God. You know, the good God is the one who show you genuine love every single day. Not the good God that puts you in situations where you got to reevaluate your thought process and say to yourself is, you know what? I don't feel worthy of myself today. The good God would never allow you to feel like that. The good God would never allow you to feel unbalanced. The good God would never allow you to feel like, you know what? I feel like taking myself out of my thought process today. The good God would never allow you to do that. And I say that respectfully. The good God would show you that, you know what? I want you to be at peace with yourself in the most healthiest way. The good God will show you that, you know what? I'm being patient with you in the most healthiest way. And I want you to be patient with yourself. So you can understand your reflection of yourself as to when God shows up, the good God. As to when you walk your walk and you talk your talk and you mean what you say, that you're tuned into yourself in the most healthiest way. That you respect yourself to respect your neighbor without sneak dissing and disrespecting your neighbor at the end of the day. With no malicious intentions. It's a thought process to me. You know, the good God is the one that is not going to sit there and psych you out your eyesight, your thought process, or your freedom at the end of the day to project negative intentions on you in an unhealthy way. Nah, the good God don't do that. The good God shows you at the end of the day, nah, I love you. And I'm going to show you why I love you and why I choose you. Why you are the miracle to yourself. Why I chose you. The energy hit different. In the most healthiest way. The good God don't go against you. The good God does not become your enemy later down the line. That's the difference when you're dealing with the good God. The good God. The good God would never allow you to feel like you becoming your worst enemy or the good God became your worst enemy. Never. Only the enemy God does that. But the enemy God don't live here today. The enemy God don't live here. Love yourself, to respect yourself, to honor yourself. They're not going to understand how you tuned into yourself to acknowledge yourself. It wasn't part of God's plan for them to understand. But choose your best self vision of yourself because you matter, you are worthy. You are. You are. Wow. God is good. God is good, God is good, God is good. Protect your energy because not everybody's deserving your time. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. And you deserve to be treated with respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you. Protect your energy because not everybody's deserving your time. Never allow a hating disguise or personal malicious intentions psych you out your thought process, your freedom, your eyesight, and your pockets. Because you are worthy and you matter. They got malicious intentions that don't live here today. Return back to sender, devil, devil, return back to sender, devil, devil, return back to sender with any negative energy, and I say that respectfully. Access denied with all that negative energy. Any projection of any spell work the negative way, any witchcraft the negative way, return back to sender. Any beauty spells, whatever you trying to do, say that respectfully, return back to sender. It's just that simple. It's the thought process for me. They would sit there and try to project all this negative energy on your thought process, and for you to gain weight, and for you not to be able to show for yourself, and all this toxic behavior, all because they got controlling issues and they don't want to see you elevate faster than them. But choose your best self vision of yourself, because you matter. And I say that respectfully. Don't allow someone's projection on your thought process at the end of the day allow you not to show up for you. You are worthy and you matter. They thought they was doing something until they realized at the end of the day, it ain't working. Weirdo. It's the thought process for me. Yeah. Be mindful when you're doing spell work on people. Not everybody's a play. And I say that respectfully. Protect your energy, because not everybody's serving your time. Because you're trying to show for yourself to become your best self vision of yourself. They would try to project spell work on you. All types of toxic behavior towards you. Antagonize your character for something that you're truly not. But God's protection for every direction, because you matter, you are worthy. And I say that respectfully. Choose you. Your best self vision of yourself, and mean what you say and say what you mean. Be true with yourself. They gave up on you. Don't give up on you. They overlooked you, but don't give up on you. You are genuinely loved by all the right people, and you are genuinely respected by all the right people. That's not going to bring harm towards you or manipulate your character or disrespect you or make you feel unworthy of yourself, because you are worthy. You are worthy. You are. I truly appreciate your time. To the genuine ones only. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Love yourself, love yourself. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Love yourself, with God's protection for every direction. I truly appreciate your time. To the genuine ones only. Have a safe week ahead of you. Protect your energy, because not everybody's serving your time. Naya, genuine love, respect. Have a good day. It's the thought process for me. Have a good day. Later, gotta go.